Got a fun video today showing a new Game Boy Advance game from Bitmap Bureau, and this is their ever popular Xeno Crisis. Bitmap Bureau offers this on many different formats and retro consoles. New, old, Neo Geo, Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, N64. And now here's the Game Boy Advance version. I'm going to show you footage of this. It is offered in 3 physical formats. PAL, USA, and import Japanese. So you can go to their website and find more information where you can purchase this. This is available now, and it's about $55 US converted from pounds. But here it is. Here's the physical, and I'm going to be capturing footage on my analog pocket using the analog dock. It's a great way of capturing footage. Here we go. And if you're not familiar with this excellent arcade style action game, it's one of my favorite. I have a lot of respect for Bitmap Bureau. In fact, they inspired me quite a bit on publishing my own games on multiple formats. Block'em Sock'em coming to mind, as I am looking forward to offering that on many new retro consoles this year. So there's difficulty settings here, and it's a pretty fantastic game if you're not familiar with this. Even also offered on Evercade, and so it's a great retro product where my game Block'em Sock'em is going to be coming soon. So anyways, back to this amazing game, and it looks great on a Game Boy Advance. So the aspect ratio screen has been formatted to fit this game the best way it can on a Game Boy Advance screen. So that's why, if you're wondering why the aspect ratio is the way it is. There's actually 3 game modes: Arcade, Infinite, and Boss Rush. There's 7 distinct environments, each with their own enemies. Also, there's an arsenal of 10 weapons to master, over 40 enemy types. And there's an upgrade system with this game where you can play it the way you want. And pixel art from Hank Nyborg and Catherine Menabed. Apologize if I'm saying those names incorrectly. So back to the game, just some fantastic gameplay of this. It really is a combination of like Aliens meets like a Robotron, and some other arcade classics. Smash TV comes to mind. But yeah, fantastic game. Really love that kind of the environment, and the music is fantastic as well. You also get a ROM when you purchase this game on physical. That's another nice way, so you can play it the way you want. You want to play it on emulator or a different way. That's cool that they're doing that as well. And so yeah, really like this game in the different formats. I've covered several on my channel, the main ones being Mega Drive, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Neo Geo, and so they even have it on some other formats as well. So you can go to the website, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But here's first boss, and I have it on easy. If you're wondering, this game can be pretty tough and challenging, and just wanted to show some gameplay as if you're not familiar with this game, it's fantastic. And maybe you're looking for something new for your Game Boy Advance. I know there's a lot of people that are fans of Nintendo's classic handheld. So amazing. And I really enjoy playing games on my analog pocket. And if you're new to this channel, you may want to consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm covering lots of homebrew and aftermarket products such as this on my channel. Enjoy doing it, and covered on many different formats, everything from Atari and television, Sega, Super Nintendo, Nintendo, and a whole bunch more. Anyways, let's progress. Here's another level that is included. These start out pretty easy and get pretty difficult, and so the weapons, there's a lot of cool different weapons and upgrades in this game. This is how you can upgrade your character, and you choose the way that you want to play. I think that adds some replayability to this game, as I think it's a fantastic arcade style game, and these are the types of games that I like to play. These are the types of games I'm currently playing. So yeah, equipment is important. Saving prisoners, you have limited ammo, so being resourceful, picking up ammo. You do have a hand-to-hand melee that you can do if you run out, and so collecting those dog tags is going to be important for currency and upgrading your character in between levels. So that's really important. The dodge mechanic is also very important to avoid enemies, especially when you're low on ammo and you do not want to get overwhelmed. So yeah, in the comments, let me know. Is this something you've played? Which version have you played? Do you like it? It's also on modern platforms as well, so this is something that's not limited to retro consoles, in case you do not have a Game Boy Advance or do not collect that format. So it's pretty neat that Bitmap Bureau is going out of their way to offer this on so many different platforms. As an independent publisher myself, it's very difficult sometimes to offer something on multiple formats. There's lots of things to factor in. Manufacturing physical releases, you have to calculate demand and determine how many quantities to make per retro console, and every console has its own demand and interest, and so going with Nintendo stuff is pretty safe. But if you get into more obscure stuff, that becomes more questionable on whether or not you're going to lose money or break even. So, but yeah, pretty awesome that they are offering this on Game Boy Advance, as there is a lot of people that collect for that. Nintendo Portable, that was super successful. One of my favorite handhelds that Nintendo did in the early 2000s. So it's hard to believe it just came out so long ago. Yep. So yeah, you can continue so many times depending on what difficulty that you're on. And just wanted to show some gameplay footage. So what are you waiting for? Go over to their website where you can check out this game and other games that they have created and published, where you can check out some physical releases as well. And they have multiple different games and formats that they offer their products on. And I like that they differentiate between regions. So depending on what region you're in, they probably have a game in the format that you collect for. Final Vendetta being the other retro title that they've published and created. Pretty awesome. So anyways, you can check it out. It's about $55 US for the Game Boy Advance release. And you can check this out. Anyways, thank you so much for viewing this video. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.